start off a little off topic. I noticed a lot of the other presenters focused on projects that are similar to mine, the geochemical sources of the water that tie into Utah Lake. And I just want to say that, you know, science is data focused, but quality science is quality data focused, right? And previous research on this particular region that I went to in Diamond Fork Canyon, it focused on certain variables, and our new project focused on variables that we're not as focused on. So now we have a more comprehensive systemic model of the lake, and that's the goal. We want to know, you know, if we're going to make projections, whether they're economic or ecological, to be accurate, we need to quantify our data, and we need to make sure that that data is accurate. And so that was a big motivator for our project. Sorry if it's hard to see, feel free to come up and browse later. So to explain the background of our project, geology is layered into sedimentary layers. Water goes through those layers. It percolates through them like tea, like coffee, and it pulls things out. And what comes out goes into our streams and into our lakes. And so what we were doing is isotopic and chemical analysis of the water from different parts of this canyon. We were trying to see partially, for example, is there evaporation coming from the reservoir as that reservoir enters the streams, which inevitably make it to Utah Lake? And these are variables that could and definitely do tie into the algal blooms. And as you can see, as you increase in elevation, the other variables change with that elevation. My wonderful wife illustrated this picture because we were having a hard time finding an appropriate one online, but it shows the depletion of isotopes in clouds. So as clouds rain, they drop out water. What drops out is heavier, and so the concentration in the cloud that's left is lighter. It's more depleted isotopically. So the higher the rain falls, the more isotopically depleted it is. And these isotopes, we can track them. They're called stable isotopes. The one we focused on was deuterium and oxygen-18. And they go through the ground, through these sedimentary layers, and they come out. And so we went through the canyon and we collected samples from different springs and streams, hot springs and cold springs, and we compiled that data and compared it against other data. And what we found is that as we go up in elevation, we have a relative increase in pH and temperature, which is really interesting. And we had a very good time. And the data that we found, it contributed to science in a significant way, so we're very proud because we were able to collect data that hadn't been collected before for a new, more comprehensive systemic model of the geochemistry and hydrology of Utah Lake. Does anybody have any questions? I'll just save a minute or two there.